Yes, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing just fine. I tell you what, how about change my mindset this morning?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. So I hope everybody is having a good, wonderful day. Again, I thank you for tuning in to the Change Your Mindset series. Now, what I want to do is I want to start by telling you this story. So I want to say it was a lady. She was sick. So she was sick for like a couple of days, and she finally decided to go to the doctor. Like she had some type of illness. I think it was like the flu or something like that, a bad cold or something like that. But it made her real ill. So she decided to go to the doctor about a couple of days after she started feeling worse. When she went to the doctor checked her out, did everything that he was supposed to do. He looked at her. He said, "Yeah, you're not feeling very well. I'm gonna write you this prescription." So he wrote her this prescription, and when he wrote her this prescription, he handed it to her. She took the prescription and went home. So all of a sudden, about 3 to 4 days later, the lady came back into the office. Came back, saw the same doctor. She said, "Doctor, I'm still not feeling well." He was like, that's interesting. He said, "Normally when I give this prescription and this medication, and if you do it right, you'll feel better." And then she stopped him. She said, "No." She said, "I got to stop you there, doc. I haven't been taking any medicine." He was like, "You haven't been taking any medicine?" He said, I gave you the prescription, right?" He's like, "Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to go to the pharmacy to get the prescription, and I never got around to it, so I haven't been taking any medicine." So the doctor looked at her, and he said this, and I need y'all to listen up. This is the part that I want you to get. He said, "How do you expect to get better if you're not doing what it takes to get better?" Listen to what I'm saying. He said, "How do you expect to be better if you're not doing what it takes to get better?" See, a lot of us have these dreams, a lot of us have these goals, and a lot of us have these aspirations, but we're not taking the time out to develop ourselves. Like we're talking about, hey, I want to go to the NBA, but we're not improving our skills. Like we talk about, hey, I want to make an A, but we're not trying to improve our grades. Like we talk about how we want this job, but we're not taking the time out to develop our skills. We talk about how we want this business, but we're not taking the time out to develop our craft. Like we talk about how we want this position, but we're not taking the time out to develop our techniques. And what I'm telling you is, a lot of us think that like somebody's going to knock on the door and just hand it to us. Like a lot of us think we don't have to do nothing. Somebody's going to knock on the door and says, "Here's the promotion." Like somebody's going to knock on the door and says, "Here's your degree." Like somebody's going to knock on the door and say, here's a scholarship. Like somebody's going to knock on the door and says, "Here's a promotion." Like somebody's going to knock on the door and says, hey, here's this job. Like somebody's just going to knock on the door and say, "Hey, here, now you're a Fortune 500 company." You got to go out there and develop if you're trying to get better. Like you got to go out there and put the work in if you're trying to get better. Like we got the mindset, hey, I want to get better, but you're not doing what it takes to get better. And some of us have that mindset, like, no, I think I can do it. Like I'm good, I got it. I don't got to do it. I got this. I got the skills, I got the techniques, I'm ready for it. And what I'm telling you is, with that mindset, it reminds me of the kid who saw his coach in the weight room lifting weights. He saw his coach in the weight room lifting weights. Coach had about 325 on it, and the coach was just bench pressing it. He did it about 8 times. He racked it like it was nothing. So the kid that was walking in, he saw it. He's like, "Man, I can do that. That's easy." Coach's like, "No, you're not ready for that." He's like, "No, I can do that. That's easy." He's like, "No, but you're not ready for that." He's like, "Bump it." So he went to the other side, told his friends to rack up the 325, and they put the weight on. He laid down. They lift the weight off the bar, and guess what? By the time he got the weight off the bar, it crushed him. It dropped right on his chest. Why? Because he wasn't ready for it. He thought the coach just did that overnight. He didn't understand that the coach had to work and progress and keep developing. He had to work to get stronger. He had to go through some things to get better. Like it didn't just happen. It didn't just happen yesterday. He didn't start lifting 325 pounds yesterday. He had to work through the process. But the kid saw it. He thought he could do it. He thought he had ability. He thought he was ready. But guess what? When he lifted the weight up, he realized he wasn't ready for it. So what I'm telling you right now, you got to do what it takes if you're trying to get better. You got to do what it takes when you're trying to get better. And some of you think that you're ready, and I'm telling you right now, you're not. Because if you get the gift, or you get the promotion that you're trying to get, if you get the job that you're trying to get, if you get the success that you're trying to get, it will be too much for you, like the weights was for the kid. It will crush you because you're not ready yet. You haven't developed yet. It will crush you because you haven't put in the work yet. You haven't gone through the struggle yet. It will crush you because you haven't put in the time in yet. You will get it, but you will lose it instantly because it will crush you because it becomes too much for you to handle. Again, y'all, I thank y'all for taking time out and listening to me. It's me, Mr. Change Your Mindset, Devon Smith. Hey, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Take care.
All righty, Mr. Devon Cordell Smith, thank you for that powerful, powerful message there. And let everyone know that you'll be in Sumter, I think, this Sunday. Let everyone know where you're going to be at this Sunday.
I will be in Sumter, South Carolina, speaking at the commencement service for Beulah AME Church. Again, in Sumter, South Carolina. So if you have anyone, I'm telling you, bring, if you can come, or you have some kids that you want to bring with you, you have people in the area, I got a great message for them. I would love for them to come out and hear it. And if you can come out and hear it as well, that'll be grateful as well, too.
All righty, Devon, I'm pretty sure your parents and family are going to be coming down in to hear what you got to say and hear the great message that you want to give the kids. Well, we thank God for you.
Hey.
I thank you, Chief, Sister T-Mine.
Hey, that's good. That's good. That's good. Thank y'all again. And I would love to say, tell my parents, I want to give a shout out to my parents and tell them I love them.
Oh, boy, I'm going to take that message back today. I know your daddy will be happy to hear that.
Yeah, he would. He definitely, hey, this might surprise him. This might surprise him.
All right. Well, he just texted me. He said he's surprised. All right, Devon Cordell Smith. God bless you.
Say it to you.
All right.
Bye-bye.